Hey everybody, it's ball review day. Today I'm going to be reviewing the ExJ Venom ball and comparing it to the trusty Venom Shock as well as the Black Venom. Shout out to ExJ for winning Player of the Year last year. With that, he is allowed to create a bowling ball. And what other bowling ball would he create than a Venom Shock in some sort of fashion? As it's probably the most successful ball he's had in his career. So with that, there's some changes definitely made to the ExJ Venom compared to the Venom Shock. From what I'm told, it is going to be a little bit stronger of a cover. It's going to be a little bit smoother motion. It's going to be a little bit of a 1-2 punch. But I think it's going to fit the Venom line pretty well. It does have the original gear core, which is 248 RG and 036 differential, which means there's a lot of drill, like a lot of ways you can drill it. So I am going to drill one that is the exact same as the Venom Shock, as well as one that's pinned down, and we're going to compare them all against each other. All right, first things first, let's go get them drilled. As you can see, I do actually already have one drilled. This is the one that's drilled the exact same as the Venom Shock. I haven't thrown it a whole lot just yet, it has a few games on it, but I'm now going to drill the pinned down one to hopefully give a little bit of a different look with them. That way you can see the difference in what the layout does to the ball. I do the dual angle method. So I'm going to drill this one 45 by 4 3/4 by 70. That's my favorite-ish pin down layout. Sometimes I change it based on the amount of diff in the ball. Sometimes I go 4.5, sometimes I go 5. My axis does read on pin down bowling balls 5 1/4 over, inch up, for those of you that follow along and know how to use your axis and what it does. Remember, just because this layout works for me doesn't mean it'll work for you. If this works for me, right, we don't even really know yet, but I'm assuming it'll give me the look I'm hoping for. And then just make sure you talk to your pro shop operator and what's best for you. This bowling ball should be pretty smooth overall. After throwing the other one, I have a pretty good gauge of what I'm expecting out of this one, but we'll talk about it more as we throw some shots on lane and compare it to some of the other bowling balls. All right, all laid out, ready to go. As you can see, it's just pretty much right under my bridge. A pretty big CG kick, but on symmetrical balls, that doesn't matter too much. All right, let's get it drilled. All right, so we got some holes in the ball. Just got to get my grips in. I do use the Quad Classic from Turbo, the clear. I just find that I have the best grip with them tacky wise. Like, I really like my grips feeling tacky. They give me the best feel. So we're gonna put these in here, glue them in, and then we should be ready to go. All right, so all drilled, got my grips in. Put some of the stuff away, and then we'll head back to the lanes and throw them a little bit. All right, so we have the ExJ Venom drilled. I did oil a fresh 39-foot house shots. I have one shot on it. I just had to get somewhat loose before I started throwing some shots for you guys. I do have 2 different Venoms. Here's the first one. This is the one I just did that you watched. I drilled a pin down. And then I also have a pin up one that's 5 1/4 inches from my axis. That is the exact same layout as my Venom shock. So it's going to be a really good comparison there. The black Venom I bring out because when I'm throwing Venom shocks and when I plan on throwing this EJ ball, I do think the black Venom is going to be a good step down from that. And I hope that's what the video shows. So let's get started. I'll throw a few for you guys. Again, fresh 39-foot house shot. All right. So I expect this ball to be overall smoother than most of the other Venoms. It comes more surfaced, a little duller, especially with me drilling a pin down one. This one should be very round for me. I would say early and continuous. It's not going to be as early as something like a Pride Dynasty would be because the core is a little weaker, but similar type of motion. All right, so not too bad so far. So next I'm gonna actually do some shots where you're gonna get an overhead of watching them go down the lane and some comparisons. I'll talk about the comparisons a little bit as we go. All right, so we got some shots in with the new bowling balls. As you can see in the overhead, I did some comparing. Always fun to get new bowling balls for one, but two, to like see the differences. I mean, there's always a surprise, I feel like. The down one is the one I was the farthest right with. The new down EJ ball, it was super smooth and continuous, kept me to the right. I was surprised with how far left I had to go with the up one. I think it was about 7 to 8 boards more. Could be a lot of reasons, but I was really surprised by that. Not a bad way. I mean, this one was plenty continuous, almost too continuous, where it forced me farther left. So if I was actually bowling on that pattern for score, I probably would have been using the down one. The other couple surprises was that the black Venom, I felt like fit a little closer to the down one, where it kept me a little straighter, a little cleaner through the fronts though. The motion was obviously different. It was longer, a little maybe flippier, more responsive down the lane. Then the Venom shock was closer to the up one, as they definitely have the same layout. I want this to be a 1-2 punch, so I'm going to keep surface on my up EJ VIP Venom, and I'm going to keep the Venom shock shiny. I generally use them pretty shiny, so I can use them later in the day. And you can see in the overhead that there was a pretty significant difference. I may have been playing the lanes kind of similar. I was within a good 5 to 8 board range, but the motions themselves were way different. I felt like the black Venom, I was throwing it too early. It wasn't ready to be thrown on that fresh house shot. I thought the down Venom made it look very good. I thought the up one actually forced me kind of left, but it had plenty of continuation. So if I felt like if I wanted to keep moving left, I had an option there. And of course, old trusty Venom shock fit right in between. So a lot of really good options. There can be some 1-2 punches here. They are similar core numbers, of course, but the covers really showed up. I feel like the new EJ VIP Venom is a much stronger cover, much earlier in the lane. It felt like it was hooking anywhere from 3 to 5 feet earlier, and that's what I think you'll see in the views that you'll get. So Huge thanks for coming to my video today. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. Shout out to EJ again for winning Player of the Year and bringing back another trusty Venom shock and giving us another option in the bag. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video.